Well, coming up on this week's show, we are back in the Hocking Hills. And of course, one of our favorite places to visit. We checked out cabins that it can accommodate a romantic couple for a weekend, or you can have a family reunion. And we found some new sweet treats in the Hocking Hills. And to finish things off, we stopped by the new Hocking Hill Children's Museum. It's only been open about 5 weeks, and it's absolutely amazing. Stay with us. There's a lot on today's show. Well, we stopped by the Visitor Center here in Hocking Hills, caught up with Karen Raymore to check out the newly renovated Pencil Sharpening Museum. You know, this has over 5,000 unique pencil sharpeners in it. And we found out about spring break, plus the food cruise that is coming up. They say that is all comfort food, but she said, don't worry, you can lose weight on that cruise. Karen Raymore told us more. Well, Karen, good to be back at Explore Hocking Hills.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you.
So, we are in your brand new Pencil Sharpener Museum. Tell us a little bit about this.
We are so proud of this. This is the Reverend Paul Johnson Pencil Sharpener Museum, a collection that he began decades ago. We had it in a building that he had on his property, and after he passed away, the family allowed us to move the collection and the building. So we have replaced it with a larger facility that is also handicap accessible, so we love the fact that everybody can enjoy it. Kind of upgraded the display cases to give it a bit more of a museum feel, but we're very, very pleased to have it reopened. It took about a year and a half to get here.
Well, we have some events coming up here in the Hocking Hills, I know. Comfort Food Cruise. I want to hear about this.
Oh, yeah. It's a great way to get a sampling of various tastes. But the best part about it is a guilt-free comfort food cruise because you can stop along the way and hike, which is what we're best known for, is the hiking. It's 12 different restaurants. It's a self-guided tour. We provide a map and the list of the restaurants and what they're serving and the hours that they're open. And it runs the 2nd and 3rd and the 9th and 10th of March. The tickets are $20. $5 of every ticket sold goes directly to our food pantry.
Let's talk about spring break in the Hocking Hills.
If you're looking for a little bit more laid-back experience to enjoy your spring break, then renting one of our cabins or lodges, chilling out, or do a little hiking, this is a great time to be in the hills. The waterfalls are active. The trails are not crowded at all. Spring is one of our best seasons, whether it's a break or not.
Well, Karen, give us some contact information where we can learn more and stay up on the events down here.
Our website, and that is exploreHockingHills.com. You can call 800-HOCKING, which is also 740-385-9706. Always stop by the Visitor Center.
Karen, good seeing you again.
Thank you.
Well, if you're coming down to the Hocking Hills and you're bringing your kids, they have to come and see the Hocking Hills Children's Museum. This place is absolutely amazing. It was actually created by current and former teachers from the local school district, and they have done just an amazing job. We had an opportunity to learn more about it from Rachel. So this is relatively new, right?
Yes, we've been open for about 5 weeks now.
Well, fantastic. Tell our viewers what a children's museum is.
So a children's museum is a local destination, usually for families, and for us, we get a lot of visitors to the Hocking Hills. So it's a place where play is learning. It's a place where we make sure that we value family and culture in the environment where everybody's growing up here.
So who enjoys this museum?
Preschool age is really like the sweet spot. They really enjoy it here, but we do say that the museum is for kids from 6 months to 10 years old.
What's some of the favorite things that kids do in here?
The dig pit is a big thing. I think it helps that it's the first thing they see when they walk in, so a lot of them head there first. The water table is also one of the main exhibits here, and then they also enjoy our air machine.
What do you think separates this children's museum from other ones?
I feel like something that we really tried to infuse in the museum here is that we wanted to appreciate our local culture and our local environment. So the museum is made to feel like you're still outside. We embraced the things that make the Hocking Hills special. And then our community was hugely supportive in making this happen for us. And so there are local businesses that are represented throughout the museum, and just everybody really helped make this come together and knew that it was important.
We'll give us some contact information where families come down and enjoy this.
Yes, so we're located at 78 West Main Street here in downtown Logan. And then if you want to call, the number is 740-216-4013. And then you can find us on the internet at www.hhchildrensmuseum.com.
Great place to visit when you come to the Hills. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Well, we stopped by Ash Ridge Cabins. What makes this cabin unique is a lot of the cabins have indoor hot tubs, which is really a unique feature in this area. Plus, there's a lot of amenities and fun things to do. And on top of all that, when you check in, you're going to find these. Well, Teresa, good to have Ash Ridge Cabins back on the show.
Thank you for being here, Mike.
So tell us how this cabin differs from other cabins in the area.
This cabin has an indoor hot tub, and many people like that. They don't have to deal with the elements of the weather outside. It has a beautiful environment. We have a lot of windows around the hot tub room so they can still see the nature outside.
Yeah, that's great. So what kind of fun things are there to do in the area?
Well, Hocking Hills is full of, it's a treasure in Ohio. There's so many wonderful things down here. Of course, all the hiking trails, and we're very close to all the hiking trails. You can also do some kayaking or boating in Lake Logan. Right down the road, we have Spotted Ranch Horse Farm, so you can do horseback riding. There's also Muddy Boots, which is a great little farm. There's a lot of local attractions real close by.
So let's talk a little bit about the amenities they're going to find here in this cabin.
Okay, well, this cabin can sleep 18 to 20 guests, so larger families or multiple families can come stay here. And like I said, we have the indoor hot tub. We have a large walkout basement with a patio, and so we have a lot of seating out there with fire ring.
So what kind of events do you see? I mean, is it family reunions? Is it corporate outings? What kind of folks rent this?
We've seen all of that. We have family reunions come in, and we've even hosted some smaller weddings. So we have 5 cabins on the property. There's 40 acres here, and they're situated close enough that they're in walking distance, but yet they're private enough that you kind of get away from the group if you want to.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Well, Teresa, this is a great cabin. We've been here before. We've seen some of the wonderful cabins that you have here on the property. Give us some contact information for folks who want to come down and visit.
Sure. You can make reservations at ashridgecabins.com, or you can contact us at 937-564-6303.
Fantastic. Hope to see you again on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our strongest memories are family and food. Those memories will flood back when you try CJ's Soul Food in Polaris. With soul classics like ribs and greens to pork chops with savory mac and cheese, CJ's has it all. CJ's Soul Food, your soul food destination with signature cocktails and entertainment, has birthed a new age of soul here in Columbus. Located in Polaris, book your table now at cjsoulfood.com.
Well, we stopped by the Feed in Logan. This restaurant has been owned for about the last couple of years, and they've got an amazing menu. We found out all about that and about the Bigfoot burger and the challenge that we'll see if you can pass. There's only one person that's passed that. Tristan told us more. Well, Tristan, thanks so much for having us to the Feed.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I understand you've had the restaurant for a couple of years now, so tell us a little bit about the menu, what folks are going to find here.
Okay, so we have a seasonal menu, right? So in the winter, fall time, we like to do stick to your bones kind of food. Macaroni, cheeses, hearty dishes, stuff like that. And in the summer, we bring in our seafood, our vegetables, stuff like that. A little lighter fare that you can feel good about eating.
So tell us about the Bigfoot burger, that challenge, I guess.
It's 2 pounds of ground beef, 4 patties, so 4 half-pound patties, 12 pieces of provolone cheese, 12 pieces of bacon, giant bun, and it's got our homemade bacon jam as well as our garlic aioli, lettuce, tomato, onion, and it gets served with a pound of fries. You have 30 minutes to finish it. If you do, it's free. You get a t-shirt, and you get to join that man on the wall.
Well, that's interesting. So besides that, what makes the Feed unique here in the Hocking Hills?
We are one of the only custom caterers in the area. We also have a dry bar. Non-alcoholic beverages, we have as far as spirits, wines, beers, all that.
Tell us what your future plans are for the Feed.
One thing that we're going to do is a pirate-themed gem mining. So that's going to be happening very soon. And instead of rocks and fossils, you're going to find gemstones and old coins and stuff like that. So very cool.
Well, we're going to be keeping an eye on the Feed to see what happens down here. In the meantime, give us some contact information for folks that want to visit the Hocking Hills and come and see you.
So you can always give us a ring at 740-385-7639. You can also visit our website at feedthehockinghills.com.
Sounds great. Tristan, thanks so much for being on the show. Well, we stopped by Oasis Hocking Hills, and this is a very upscale, beautiful property, actually overlooking Lake Logan. We talked to Kyle. He told us about what makes this property unique and why you may want to host a corporate event or a wedding here. Well, Kyle, good to be at Oasis Hocking Hills.
Welcome. We're excited to have you.
I got to tell you, driving up here, place is absolutely breathtaking. This is beautiful. Tell us how long this took and some of the background on this.
So we've been looking for property unique like this for a long time. And when we came across the land, we had big plans. But what we think is special about the Oasis is we built this for families like ours to enjoy, whether you're from Columbus, Cincinnati, out of state, come enjoy the area, have a micro resort feel, just to enjoy being out in the woods and not too far from home.
I got to tell you, the view's pretty breathtaking from here, too.
Yeah, we're right on the lake. That's pretty unique down here. It's right off of 33, easy access. You're surrounded by nature, water, and it doesn't feel like you're in Ohio anymore.
So besides this, you have some A-frames, is that correct?
We've got the lodge, which sleeps 25. We have a modern A-frame that sleeps 15, and then we also have 2 real tree houses up in the trees. Each of those sleep 4 people, and the campus combined, we can host parties up to 50.
Is the tree houses real popular?
Yeah, so they're booked all the time. We're really excited about those. We have plans to build some more, but it just gives you that feeling like you're a kid again out in the woods.
Well, I want to see some more of this, so let's go look around.
Sounds good.
You know, we're into the living room area of this, and I just have to ask you, what do you think makes this unique over other properties we're going to find in the Hocking Hills?
We have a 24/7 concierge who will help you book your stay, champagne and rose petals on your bed. We have private chefs, in-home massage. We are one of only 5 properties in the United States with a commercial golf simulator. We have a pickleball court. I love playing pickleball, so to come out and enjoy that with your family and friends, one-of-a-kind experience. We also do weddings out here, corporate retreats, but at the end of the day, we live and breathe to make sure that you have the best experience possible.
Give us some contact information where we can learn more and actually lease this or rent it. Come down and enjoy this.
You can find us on the web at www.oasishh.com or on Instagram at Oasis Hocking Hills.
Fantastic. Kyle, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for coming. We really enjoyed having you.
Well, we stopped by the Stewart Opera House to learn about the Nelsonville Music Festival, a little bit of the history of the festival and how Stewart Opera House supports it and who it benefits. Tim Peacock told us more. Well, Tim, good to have Stewart's Opera House on and Nelsonville Music Festival.
Yep, thanks, Mike.
So tell us a little bit of the history of the Nelsonville Music Festival and who's behind it.
Sure. So Stewart's Opera House is a nonprofit arts organization here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We started the Nelsonville Music Festival in 2005. It sort of was born as a fundraiser for Stewart's Opera House, where we provide arts education programs year-round that are essentially entirely free to the community.
Tell us a little bit about the festival. What are people going to encounter if they come to this?
What we're known for is, and we attract people that love discovering new music. We have music from all around the world. Really what people love about the Nelsonville Music Festival is the experience. And it's really intimate. It's not a huge thing. It's 5,000 to 7,000 people per day, so it's not huge.
So speaking of that, so where are you holding this festival at now?
We host the music festival at a site just on the outskirts of Nelsonville, Ohio, called Snow Fork Event Center, and it's 230 acres of beautiful southeast Ohio rolling hills. One of our stages is in the actual woods, so it's quite a thing.
So to enjoy the event, first of all, when is it? When does it happen?
Sure. So this year our dates are July 26th through the 28th.
How do people get tickets to it to come?
You can buy tickets at our website, nelsonvillefest.org.
Well, it sounds like an outstanding event, and appreciate you sharing it with our audience.
Absolutely. I hope folks can come and join us.
Sounds great. Tim, again, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Need to get away from it all? Spend a night surrounded by luxury and serenity with Cabins by the Caves in the beautiful Hocking Hills. Whether a besties weekend or romantic getaway, Cabins by the Caves has packages perfect for every occasion. From massages to in-room chefs and so much more, they'll arrange it. You just show up to the cabin and relax. So for more information about the cabins or to book your stay, call 877-322-2283 or go to cabinsbythecaves.com.
Well, look at this case of scrumptious treats. We had an opportunity to stop by the newest venture of Hocking Hills Diner. It's called Hocking Hills Donuts and Coffee Shop, and it is absolutely the best in baked goods down here in the Hocking Hills. We talked to Susie Edwards. She told us all about these scrumptious treats and what other baked goods she carries. Well, Susie, it's so good to be back at Hocking Hills Diner and now Hocking Hills Donut and Coffee Shop.
It's good to have you back.
I've heard from several people this is the bomb place for getting donuts and that in the morning. So how long have you been making donuts?
So we've had doing donuts for a little over a year now. we're getting our kinks worked out.
Well, I tell you, I had a sample, and it sounds like they're getting worked out just fine. Good. So let's talk a little bit about specialty donuts. You do anything in that regard?
We have done a few different specialty donuts, but we're going to start doing like a special donut every week. So, we're going to take suggestions from people and see what they're looking for. So we're going to try and do as much as we can.
Besides the donuts and baked goods, what else do you have?
We have coffees. We started doing chai teas. We have iced coffee, frappuccinos, cappuccinos, lattes. We were just trying to do a little bit of variety of everything. We've got homemade croutons. We have coffee from the Hocking Hills Roastery. So we're trying to get a little bit of stuff from places around town.
Well, give us some contact information where we can find Hocking Hills Donut and Coffee Shop.
Okay. We are right on the side of the Hocking Hills Diner. It's 2217 East Front Street, Logan, Ohio, 43138.
And we can find you on Facebook, right?
Find me on Facebook. We've got the Hocking Hills Diner on there and the Hocking Hills Donut and Coffee Shop on there.
One thing I know is if Susie Edwards behind it, it's going to be delicious. Susie, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks a lot.
Well, we stopped by another one of the Cabins by the Caves homes that's managed by Valfrida, and check this out. This is a Jubach home, absolutely beautiful. She told us about some of the unique things that this cabin has. Well, Val, good to be back at Cabins by the Caves.
Thanks, Mike. It's always good to have you here.
This is an amazing property.
Thank you.
What do they call this?
This is called the Star Lifter.
And it's different than most of the cabins we've been in. Tell us what makes it so unique.
It is. This is a Jubach log home, so it's quality.
Absolutely.
And it has a very contemporary feel to it. You've got the slate countertops and gray cabinetry. There's 20 acres of property here. It's private hiking trails. There's heated floors in the bathrooms. Really very nice. The gas fireplace inside, and then we have a wood burning outside by the hot tub on a covered deck. Great property.
Well, let's talk about renting cabins in the Hocking Hills, because you're the lady to see if you need a cabin, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
So how's the market?
Great. People are booking for spring and summer and fall. We've been very busy with new reservations and everybody planning their trips, and got a lot of new things happening here in the Hocking Hills.
How many cabins are you managing now?
We have 54 cabins in our portfolio. A little something for everybody. So we've got couples cabins and all the way up to our largest is a 7-bedroom. So you can get multi-generational that come together and have a good time, bring grandma along.
So Val, does a lot of people come down for the holidays?
Oh, yes.
Celebrate holidays?
Holidays are always a busy time in the cabins. A lot of families like to get together, couples, Thanksgiving, prepare a nice dinner, have everybody here, and get away from the craziness.
Yeah, Columbus has got plenty of it.
Yes, that's right.
Well, fantastic. Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more and rent a cabin, get one reserved as we're coming into the spring and summer months.
Sure. Visit our website at cabinsbythecaves.com. Happy to help.
And no question about it. You're the lady to see down here.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Val. Well, the Jubach name is synonymous with quality cabins in the Hocking Hills. We had an opportunity to talk to Pete Dennis and learn about land options that you can find, and then what that design and getting into one of these cabins takes. One of the things that's great about Jubach, and they are absolutely the premier cabin builder down here in the Hocking Hills, is the start with land, doesn't it? And Jubach has quite a bit. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do. And actually what we do is we have a turnkey operation in which we can provide the land, the design of the home, and then the custom build of the home. But it really does all starts there, and that's finding the right piece of property. And Jubach takes the hassle out of it for the homeowner. So we invest and purchase property in the most desirable parts of the Hocking Hills, and that's all west of Route 33, kind of where the state parks are. So we have lots ranging from 5 to 30 acres with all kinds of different characteristics. Secluded, wooded are the main things, but we have some properties with incredible ravines, some with streams. We like to think that we have a big enough variety to offer something for anyone.
I've seen several of these, and it's just been amazing some of the places that they're located. This one is absolutely gorgeous. If I'm wanting to build a cabin down here and I come to you and we find the property that I want, now what happens?
It's kind of an interesting process because it's a true collaboration between Jubach and the homeowner. In this particular case, the homeowners were so involved with this, and it was a family operation, it really was, and they put their heart and soul into this. And from the decorations, from some of the custom built kind of things in here. Two things to note down in the lower level here. They found a table that is so unique, made out of an old classic bicycle. So that's something that's pretty cool. And then we did a custom set of built-in bunk beds for their grandkids and their friends that come here. Not all came from our cabinet maker, and you can see behind us in the kitchen, he's a pretty talented guy.
Tell our viewers how they can learn more about Jubok.
Absolutely. So the real simple thing is to go online to our website at jubok.com.
Pete, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
Keep up with O&A. Follow us on Instagram at Out and About Columbus. We take you there.
Well, we stopped by a beautiful property here in Logan. It's called Red Pine Ridge, and it is not your typical Hocking Hills cabin that you find. It has a lot of amenities with Dr. Katie. She shared with us what makes this property so unique. Well, Katie, good to be at Red Pine Ridge.
Thanks for coming today.
Absolutely breathtaking. This is beautiful.
It's a great space.
So describe this for our people that are watching today.
Yeah, Red Pine Ridge is really a place for families, groups of friends, or even colleagues to come and stay, make memories while they're visiting the Hocking Hills. When they arrive, the house sits on 5 partially wooded acres. There's a pond on site as well. The indoor space features 2,600 square feet. There's floor-to-ceiling windows allowing an incredible amount of natural light in. We have 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, which allows us to accommodate up to 12 guests, so you can bring 11 of your favorite friends back to enjoy this space.
Talk about some of the amenities and things people are going to find.
The outdoor space in particular, the pond is stocked. There's a deck overlooking the pond. We also provide kayaks for our guests to use. And there's an outdoor fire pit just behind us in a wooded setting. There's a private patio for grilling and dining. And then, of course, our guest favorite in the outdoors is our hot tub. If you come in the inside of the house, guests will find a pool table and a game room, and we provide games for all ages, whether those are indoor games or yard games for outside.
How tough is it to get in here in terms of reservations? Do you see things really building up?
Yeah, we are really full for the summer, especially on weekends, and we're pretty much booking out through September right now. So if folks are starting to think about a getaway in the fall or even during the holidays, now is the time to get ahead of the flurry of activity we anticipate for booking coming up soon.
Well, give us some contact information, Katie, how we can book this and learn more.
Yeah, so the best way to get in touch with us, ask questions, and book is by visiting our website, redpineinthehills.com.
Fantastic. Well, great property. Thanks so much for sharing it with us today. Thank you. Well, we stopped by Oasis Coffee Shop, and of course, they're getting ready for spring and the tourist season to start down here in the Hocking Hills. They're talking about some of the flights that they have this month, as well as for St. Patrick's Day, and some of the improvements that they've made here in the Oasis Coffee Shop. Emily told us more. Well, Emily, good to have you and Oasis Hocking Hills Coffee Shop on the show.
Good. Thanks for having me.
Every time I come down, there's always something new happening. And of course, I know we're starting to move now into spring. Tourist season really kicking in. So what's going to be happening around here?
We're doing new monthly flights every month. This month's theme is Taylor Swift for Valentine's Day. Next month, we're looking into St. Patty's Day and all those fun things.
And of course, you got the putt-putt out here. That is just absolutely marvelous.
Yep, you can come in. We're open. As long as it's light outside, you can play putt-putt. You get coffee, a breakfast sandwich, and putt all day, as many times as you want.
You know, I got a chance to look at the upstairs, and since I've been here last, tell us what happened up there.
So we've remodeled. We got all new flooring, new decor, just nice and cozy to hang out with your friends.
And you guys are going to redo some of the turf and stuff on the putt-putt course?
Putt-putt course is going to get also like a facelift, new carpet, just going to look really good for summer.
I understand you got breakfast sandwiches now? This is a new thing?
We do egg and like a meat. You get it on a bagel, English muffin, have some really good raspberry and maple jams that you can add to it as well.
Got some other exciting things happening here, right? We're going to have another shop on the premises, have pizza, ice cream. It is going to be great. Great place to stop, visit, look around, just check out the flea market and check out all the shops here, right?
Yeah, it sure is.
Fantastic. Well, give us some contact information where we can find you again and your website.
You can find us in the flea market in Rockbridge, right in the middle, or you can find us on our website at www.hockinghillsoasiscoffeeshop.com. But you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as Oasis Coffee Shop.
Well, we're looking forward to the summer months and spring and the tourist season coming back. Emily, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we visited a cabin called Under the Hills, and this cabin features a pond with fishing. There's a lot of things going on not far from Lancaster, and a great place to relax and get away from it all. Phil told us more. Well, Phil, good to have Under the Hills on the show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having us this morning.
So tell us a little bit about where this cabin's located.
We're at 5348 Sheets Road, just about 2 miles east of Hideaway Hills, 2 miles from Bach Hollow Nature Preserve, and about 19 miles from Old Man's Cave.
You know, the Hocking Hills have become so popular and so many things to do in the hills. So tell us a little bit about the amenities that this place has.
We're on 5 acres, nestled in a wooded hillside. We've got a fishing pond with a deck on it and a cabin with 3 covered porches.
So people come and fish, and the kids can fish and all that good stuff, right?
They've had a good time, and again, bring your poles, and we're going to try and get some available, but we don't have any right now, but bring your poles and you're welcome to fish on it. It's a stocked pond.
Let's talk about the cabin itself in terms of how many folks you can accommodate here.
We can accommodate up to 8 people comfortably. We have 2 great rooms, 1 on each level, and then we have 2 spacious bedrooms also.
How hard is it to get a cabin down here in the hills?
We're pretty flexible, and we have a lot of availability right now.
So what does it take to actually rent one? Is there any kind of parameters around that?
Yeah, we do ask you to be 27 years old, but we do welcome guests to come down here, and we don't want them to have parties, but we do welcome people to come down and have time of fellowship with other friends.
Yeah, this is a time to come down and relax and get away from the city, right?
You bet. And again, with Bach Hollow being close by and other places to go and hike, close enough to Lancaster if you want to go in and have dinner or something like that, but it's a place that you can get out into the nature also for hikes and that. We're on 5 acres, plenty of places to walk around.
Well, Phil, give us some contact information and where we can book the cabin.
Okay, you can call us at Kim or Phil at 614-787-2181, or our website is untothehillscabin.com. We're also listed on Verbo. Our number there is 2899947.
Fantastic. Phil, thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Mike, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, we caught up with Sarah Claypool of Rock House Realty and Jake from Book Hocking, and we learned about why you need a management company if you're coming down to the Hocking Hills, or a brokerage if you're planning on buying property down here. You need people that know their way around. We learned more from Sarah and Jake. Well, Sarah, good to see you again.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
So you have Rock House Realty and you're working with Book Hocking. So how did the two of you start working together?
I was building log cabins in the Hocking Hills for a number of years and have been a real estate agent in tandem with that. Stepped away from the new construction to spend a little time with family. Decided that I needed a little more. So got my broker's licensed, and with my business partner, RJ Edwards, we opened Rock House Realty. And part of that is having a management company that we can go to for all of our clients' needs.
So why should you use a brokerage if you're thinking about property in the Hocking Hills?
It's really important to work with somebody who has not only been in the region for quite some time, but understands fully what it means to own property in the Hocking Hills area. It's not just about how the property is going to function for you in terms of your use, whether it's personal or using it for an investment. It's just really important to know somebody in the area that can help guide you through all of the nuances of owning a secondary vacation home. And we have the expertise. We are happy to be here for all of our clients.
How do we get a hold of you, Sarah?
We can visit our website at rockhouserealty.com. You can also reach me via email at sclaypool@rockhouserealty.com, or my cell, 614-747-2155.
Well, I want to talk to Jake and learn about Book Hocking.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Well, Jake, welcome down to Columbus. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
So you have Book Hocking, and let's talk a little bit about why it makes sense to work with a management company and how you differ from other management companies.
I think something that differs us is just our wide selection of cabins. We have everything from small, tiny homes all the way to big lodges, traditional log cabins.
When you talk about people that you can accommodate, tell me your smallest to your largest.
Yes, we have tiny couple cabins, little tiny homes that sleep 2, and then we have up to about 20 people in their traditional log cabins. Typically what we're seeing right now is a lot of couples. So we have a little bit more of those because of the demand for those, but we do have a selection of all of them.
And where do we find you at?
Bookhocking.com. Our email is contact@bookhocking.com, or our direct line is 740-279-2966.
Fantastic, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Closed captioning brought to you by Explore Hocking Hills. Winter is a great time to visit the Hocking Hills. For more information, go to exploreHockingHills.com.